putting an end to identity politics. This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Greetings and salutations. You are tuning into the Kevin Jackson Radio Show. We are at the bottom of the final hour. We just heard from Colin Flaherty. We heard from Marcus Weldon. We heard a little bit about Disney. We heard about Halloween and political correctness and all that good stuff. My name is Brett Segal, the Disgruntled Millennial. I always broadcast to you live from my safe space down here in northern Florida, where I'm always free from your bigotry, racism, hatred, microaggressions, patriarchy, and Islamophobia. Today is a day ending in Y, so that means I have to talk to you about another crazy Allahu Akbar screaming man drove into a whole bunch of people in New York City. Same story told since the beginning of the Islamic religion. It's just different place, different time, different generation, and different bunch of nincompoops who are basically letting this happen. Now, I'm sorry, I'm going to get a little bit raw with you here. Islam is antithetical to Western values. No matter how you look at it, no matter how much diversity training you want to give to your workers, no matter how much you want to shove it down our throats, that all cultures are good except for American culture, it's not something that we are going to believe. There are some cultures that are good, some cultures that are bad, and some cultures that are worse. And we don't do anything good for this country by allowing the worst parts of humanity into it. Now, before you jump down my throat, I'm not talking about brown people. It's obvious that you can have Muslims of all stripes. You can have people of all stripes who subscribe to terrible, nasty, vicious, insidious ideas that do nothing but destroy. Let me make this clear. Love Arabs, can't stand the Muslims. Now, people talk about Islamophobia as though it's a real thing. Islamophobia is not a real thing. A phobia is an irrational fear of something. Now, it is perfectly rational to be fearful and skeptical of people whose fundamental values, whose fundamental core values are anti-human, are anti-Western. Islam came a little bit late to the party, so they got a chance to obliterate Jews in their holy book. They got a chance to obliterate Christians in their holy book. Nothing about Judaism says to obliterate the Muslims, because Judaism was formed before Muslims even were a twinkle in Muhammad's eye. But ever since the beginning, the cycle remains the same. Now, I know you're going to say, oh, he was a lone wolf. He was a lone wolf, had nothing to do with Islam. This isn't one of those things I expect you to take my word for. Go read the Quran yourself. Go read it yourself. There is blood on every page. There is blood spattered on every single page. And I know you're going to tell me, you're going to say, oh, but Christianity has blood in it too. Judaism has blood in it too. The way the different books are formulated is a little bit different. I mean, one claims to be an interpretation of something, stories passed down from bystanders. Islam claims to be the direct, objective, final, truthful word of God. Psychologically, that has a much different effect on a person's soul. Wouldn't you say? With Judaism and Christianity, there is a certain amount of faith that's involved. But with Islam, it's blind, unbridled, unfettered obedience. Now, Trump laid out a plan to get rid of the diversity visa, which I think is a stupid idea in the first place. A diversity visa? How much more racist can you be in terms of immigration laws? Diversity visa? You're going to give someone a visa just because of the color of their skin? No, what we need is a merit-based immigration system where you actually have to show up and prove that you're going to be a useful member of society. At least not the kind of member of society that's going to run your truck into 8 people and murder them and kill them in an act of terrorism. Now, is that so much to ask? Is that really so much to ask? I think any country should do that. I think any country should have those rules. Unfortunately for the left, America is the only place that's actually expected to. We all hear all this talk about the Latinos coming in from the South. Do you know that there is a part of the Mexican Constitution that forbids a demographic change? You know what that means? Institutional racism in Mexico, geared towards keeping Mexicans a majority. Now, that's not what I'm advocating at all here. What I'm advocating is a meritocracy where you actually have to, maybe pledge allegiance to the flag. If you want to come here and be a citizen, then be a citizen. Don't try to take with you all the worst qualities of the crappy places from which you came. Here's Donald Trump's remarks on the Terrorist Act and repealing the diversity visa.
Today we mourn the horrifying terrorist attack in New York City, just blocks away from the site of the World Trade Center. I am today starting the process of terminating the diversity lottery program. I'm going to ask Congress to immediately initiate work to get rid of this program. Diversity lottery sounds nice. It's not nice. It's not good. It's not good. It hasn't been good. We've been against it. We want a merit-based program where people come into our country based on merit. And we want to get rid of chain migration. This man that came in, or whatever you want to call him.
I just love how Trump does that, or whatever you want to call him. I'm honestly, I mean, a lot of people have problems with the way he talks, with his boisterous and, you know, sort of bloviating kind of attitude. But you know what? I like that. I like it when he does that, when he dehumanizes people that are not human. Terrorists. I'm sorry, but terrorists are scum. They are scum. And I don't care what color they are. I don't care what they're representing. Terrorists are scum. And they don't deserve the identification of humanity. Because humanity comes with certain obligations, don't you think? You have to act like a human, not like a barbaric animal.
Brought in with him other people. And he was the point of contact, the primary point of contact for, and this is preliminarily, 23 people that came in or potentially came in with him. And that's not acceptable.
And it makes my blood absolutely curdle to think of some of the damage that has been done by Democrat policies. Policies that are completely and utterly anti-American, that do nothing for this country because they don't care about this country. And the thought that people have been in charge for so long who don't care about this country, it just curdles my blood to think that there are people like this roaming around just waiting like ticking time bombs, ready to just run you over. Simple things like walking down the street and taking a stroll have taken on a completely different meaning in 2017. And that just pisses me off to no end. To think that there are these fuddy-duddy liberals just like, oh yeah, we have to virtue signal all day long so we let the Muslims know how much we support them. Hey liberals, where's your unfettered, untarnished support for America? Where is it? Because you sure show it to Islam for some reason.
We need quick justice, and we need strong justice. Much quicker and much stronger than we have right now. Because what we have right now is a joke, and it's a laughing stock. And no wonder so much of this stuff takes place. And I think I can speak for plenty of other countries, too, that are in the same situation.
I can just hear the liberals in the background just chortling. Muslims brace for Islamophobia and anti-Islam hate crimes. Oh, wait a minute. NBC already put that out. What do you know? Oh my God, how do I know the media so well? God forbid they side with the victims of Islamic terrorism rather than the Islamic terrorists. Hi, I'm here to sign up for ISIS.
You have come up to the wrong booth, boy. We are recruiting for CARE, an Islamic peace group. What does this look like to you? Some sort of gay pride parade?
I understand your oppression. I'm an ally.
Boy, get out of here before I decapitate you on camera. Peacefully, of course. This is a Muslim-only safe space.
I am a Muslim. I converted yesterday. I'm a genderqueer Muslim, okay? I would do anything. And I mean anything.
You would do anything now, would you? Okay, right this way.
Oh, goody.
Ahmed, we have a live one. Get the device.
Ooh, I like devices.
Okay, now take off your shirt for a moment.
Ooh, my God.
All right, strap it on like this.
Strap. Ooh.
Yes,
Ooh,
like
that
this.
tickles.
Ahmed, Activate the device.
Ooh, is this a vibrating device?
Okay, my gay friend. You see that elementary school over there?
Yes, of course. There's kids playing and dancing and laughing and frolicking with joy.
Yes. Now go over there. Walk into the middle of the school. Throw your arms out into the air like you just made sweet love to Aisha and scream, Allahu Akbar!
Wait a minute, that seems a little strange.
Now, you did say you would do anything to help liberate the oppressed Muslim race, right?
Well, yeah.
Well, this is what needs to be done. It's totally safe. Go for it.
Well, okay. Allahu Akbar, kids!
Idiots.
This is Brett Segal, the Disgruntled Millennial. Get me at Shaq General. Shaq General, we'll see you next Friday.
He won't stop until he's the top-rated radio talk show host in America.
What kind of weird competitive freak are you?
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.